Lashana Tova. Good morning. I'm David Cohen, the treasurer of TBA. It's an honor to be with you today. I'm amazed to have so many people get all dressed up, come to Temple to hear my speech about member commitment. Who would have thought this topic was so captivating? And rest assured, for those of you who were here last week, there will be no shameless plugs for McKinsey, since I only worked there for one summer. A little bit about my connection to TBA. My family joined in 2001 after the rabbi passed his audition when he performed the naming ceremony for our daughter, Bailey. Had it been my son's bris 2 years earlier, I'm sure the rabbi would have felt a lot more pressure. That was 24 years ago. At the time, the congregation was probably 25% larger than it was by 2023 when we formally decided to implement the member commitment model. Unfortunately, between those years, there was a steady drip of declining membership. The reality is that no matter how engaged our established members are, people move, people unfortunately pass, life circumstances change, and as a result, the congregation will shrink without new members. Sorry. Much more than just numbers, adding new people to our community brings energy, vibrancy, and maybe even that dirty word diversity, and some much needed younger legs for the softball team. So 3 years ago, the Temple leadership decided to make it a key goal of our new membership model to reduce the barriers to attracting new members. We have done this from a financial perspective by requiring no contribution by new members in their first year. Essentially, TBA lets you take an extended test drive of the car before buying it. And guess what? This approach has worked wonderfully. In the 3 years that our model has been in place, we have had 106 new members join. A cynic, and there may be one or two of you out there, might say, well, sure, of course you're going to attract new members for free. But a couple of important things about our new members. First, 60% of our new members actually do make a contribution in their first year. Second, we must be doing something right because our new members have stayed with us at a rate of 87%. We want our new members to find a home in TBA, one they will stay with for a long time, and we've successfully laid the foundation for this. Attracting new members is just one of the goals of the new model. Engaging and retaining all of our members, whether you've been here for a few months or for over 60 years, is a critical aspect to our membership model. It's difficult to measure how member commitment has aided in our ability to retain members who may have otherwise resigned. We know anecdotally that members have appreciated the flexibility and inclusiveness inherent in the model, as well as the strategies we have emphasized for connecting with members in new ways. Providing the financial wherewithal to deliver on the Temple's mission, to maintain a thriving community, to provide high-quality education and early education and Jewish education experiences, to have clergy who provide spiritual ballast to all of us, these are the paramount goals of the member commitment model. In an ideal world, your contributions under member commitment would be sufficient to cover all of the Temple's expenditures and enable us to avoid drawing anything under our investment funds like our endowment each year. That complete coverage of all of our expenditures from member commitment remains an aspirational goal. And until that point, we strive for growth in contributions each year to meet the ever-rising costs of sustaining this community. Some of you who were here last week may have noticed that it was a bit balmy in the bowling alley and social hall at services on Rosh Hashanah. Guess what? Servicing or replacing the HVAC system has a cost, as does everything we do at TBA to keep the lights on and doors open. In pursuit of this goal of continuous member commitment growth, I'm pleased to say that so far this year, 70% of members who have made their pledge have increased it over the prior year. 24 years ago, I did not think much about the health and sustainability of the financial health and sustainability of the Temple community. But since I will likely be treasurer forever, did I hear someone offer to succeed me? I sure do devote a lot of thought to this subject today. Don't take that the wrong way. The Temple's finances are very sound, and finances don't keep me up at night. Becky and I and the finance committee and the board see to that. That being said, we cannot afford to be complacent about our member commitment model and must work continually to provide value to our members and to manage our finances prudently. Another of our goals with our member commitment model is raising the congregation's understanding of how the Temple works financially through transparency and communication. Why do we do this? Because our model is about informed choice and shared responsibility. Ours is a philanthropic model, and you should know where your support is going. I hope you all feel that our leadership has done a good job at educating the congregation and raising awareness of how this place operates. In closing, I'd like to say that in this uncertain world we live in, we need strong Jewish institutions like TBA to lean into. And we can't take it for granted that those organizations and communities will always be with us. We need to be intentional in supporting these institutions in the present and in the future. I'll close with a final thank you to all of our members. Each and every gift makes a difference, and we could not be a strong and connected community without you. Thank you.